Trump first. You're next. Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. What am I talking about? You guys have heard, I'm sure, all over social media, Trump getting arrested, all that stuff like that, then released. Yeah. But, it's really not about him. It isn't. He even said so. This is about you and me. This is about people that think like us. It's about people that believe in the Constitution. It's about people that believe in family. It's about people that believe in morality. It's about people that believe in Heavenly Father, God, whatever you want to call him. This is about people that just want to be left alone and do their own things, and to practice their own free will. Not doing harm to others, just living their lives like they want to. Just like me. I just want to garden. I just want to go overlanding and adventuring with my family. I want to make memories. I want to have a good time. And I just want to be left alone. Do my own thing. Gardens are one thing that they'll be coming after. We know that. Anything that makes you or allows you to be self-sufficient or outside the system. Because they don't want that. They want to be able to control you. They want to be able to control me. So what do I mean by they're coming for you next, or we're next? You guys know, I'm sure, you guys know a lot of what's going on. A lot of you probably know a lot more than I do. I'm very low information, actually. I don't spend much time on social media. I don't spend much time, or hardly at all, on YouTube. Only time I ever watch YouTube, I don't even watch, I listen. I listen to a couple channels while I'm watering my garden. And that's where I mainly listen to those channels because I believe that most of what they're saying is correct, and the news, and I want to be aware of certain things going on, and I don't want to be zero information. But it also helps me start the creative juices in my mind for creating videos. No, I'm not copying them. I'm not a shill for anyone. But we need to know what's going on. And the whole thing about Trump is just a bunch of BS. You guys know that. I know that. Because did he break laws? Maybe. Probably. But so is Biden. So did the Clintons. So did probably every single president in modern history, or all the way back. I am sure that probably most of them broke some laws. They're not people, they're not perfect people. They are flawed. They make mistakes. Maybe they did it on purpose. But the fact is I would love to have the opportunity. I think it'd be so sweet if somebody was, and this video is probably going to get shut, DOWN. It'd be so sweet if it was on a camera or somebody's filming and somebody went up and said, Joseph, whatever his middle name is, Biden, I hereby place you under citizen's arrest for crimes against the United States of America. That'd be awesome. But yeah, that's not going to happen. They're not going to let anybody get close to enough to him. And, all those people around him, all the guys with all the things that they don't want us to have. Yeah. That's not going to happen. But what is this? This whole thing about, Trump, it is. It's an attack against us. It's an attack against people that don't believe the way they do, that don't want the New World Order, that don't want to be controlled, that want to have and to be able to, well, we have it, period. But we want to practice our free will. We want to grow our gardens, raise our animals, homestead maybe, own our tools to defend ourselves. It's an attack against our belief structure, our way of life. So what do I say about that? Get ready. Start getting ready. What does that mean? That means get your food in order, get your water in order, medical supplies, all your bushcraft survival stuff, your gear, equipment to, operate these effectively, training, equipping, practicing, becoming more proficient and efficient and effective at all those kind of things. I'm not saying we need to jump on our gear and go out and, fight something. No, not yet. There may come a time when that is necessary. And I would personally prefer that it be sooner rather than later, because I don't want my kids to have to do that. I prefer it never to happen. But if it's going to happen, well, it's going to happen. I think that's a fact. Maybe I'm wrong. I would prefer to have to be the one doing it. And I don't want to be too old to be able to do it. Now, would I still be useful even if I'm older? Sure. I can train people. I can help people get equipped, stuff like that. So yes, I could still be useful. Just because you're older doesn't mean you're not useful. I've been over that in a lot of videos. Good video series I did a while back about the whole dynamic of like that M word people don't like to talk about, people out with these things, training and doing the things and stuff like that. The constitutional, number 2 talks about it. That's what that clause is about. It's not just about these. It's about being able to form those kind of groups to defend our country against enemies, foreign and domestic. It's time to do that. It's time to, and you don't have to use that word. You could use the word mutual assistance group or tribe, whatever. My group, my tribe that I train with, we're not that. We don't call ourselves that. We're a mutual assistance group. But get out there and train. Find others. It's getting easier and easier to find others because of the degradation of society. We need to make a stand against that. We need to make a stand for morality. We need to make a stand for what's good and what's right. What's good is now bad. What's bad is now good. Yeah, that whole dichotomy of, the changing shift and the watering down, I guess, or the getting rid of morality and all the weird stuff going on nowadays. Yeah. We need to be strong. We need to be trained, and we need to be ready. What is a major part of that? Something you can do right now. You can start, or you can continue, or you can up your game. Is if it comes to that kind of stuff, or providing support for those kind of people in some kind of conflict here in the United States or around the world, whatever. Fitness is key in all aspects of your life, not just to keep your body healthy and to keep you strong and healthy and able to do the tasks around your house, but to be able to go do stuff like that if you're able or wanting to participate in something like that. Fitness, fitness, fitness. Training, yes. Equipment, yes. All that stuff, having the tools, having the proper gear, yes, that is important. But beyond all that, I feel personally that fitness is one of the best things you can possibly do. The more fit you are, the more likely you will be able to survive the fight. And there's a fight coming. We got to choose right now where our red line is. We got to choose right now what we're willing to put up with and what we're not willing to put up with. It's kind of a rant, not really. We need to know this in our minds so that we can make plans. We can make SOPs, standard operating procedures, within our groups, within our families, for ourselves, whatever it may be. So that we know we have a general idea of what we're going to do if, what we're going to do when, how we're going to do it, where we're going to do it, and all these kind of things. We need to be, if you haven't already identified, bug out locations, routes, caches, water sources, all that kind of stuff, then you should be. Another thing I would suggest is getting maps of your AO, your area of operations, your county, the surrounding counties, your states, the surrounding states, anywhere you think you might end up operating or moving or bugging out or whatever it may be. Knowledge is power, but having these things also paper maps, not digital ones, because that can be, shut down and messed with and all that stuff like that. Having paper maps, having the knowledge, boots on the ground, scouting of all these different locations, identifying all these things, working with people in the area, figuring out where are safe houses. And within those safe houses, what skills are present with those people? Is it going to be, here's a location I can go to for medical help, here's a location I can go to for water, here's a location I can go to just to lay low, let the heat cool, escape and evasion stuff? Think about that, adding that into your training. Tracking, anti-tracking, evasion skills. What about thermal evasion? Drones have thermal, helicopters have thermal, planes have thermal, equipment has thermal. Making a thermal blanket is actually pretty easy. Should do a video about that. I think I did a video about that or talking about it on Patreon a while back. Speaking of which, if you want to join us on Patreon, it's $1 a month. Got a lot of good stuff going on there. Actually, right now, I just posted up a video yesterday where I harvested a bunch of seeds from the garden, and I'm just going to give them away to the patrons that email me about it. But now is the time where we need to be getting prepared. Now is the time we need to get serious. Now is the time we need to get fit. We need to get trained. We need to start making these plans. We need to have this knowledge and these what-if scenarios war-gamed out now, so that we are much better equipped to react properly in a multitude of situations. I advocate and I ask you guys to please train, please equip properly and safely, and get ready mentally, physically, and spiritually for what is coming. I love you guys and I care about you guys. And if you're still here at this point in the video, please subscribe. Hit that thumbs up. Share the videos. Comment below. Have a wonderful day. And blessings to you and yours.